Lanjut.
Good afternoon, Miss, and good afternoon, everyone. We from Group 6 are going to present the topics that we've watched and analyzed. But first, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Priyanza Pambudi.
My name is Nova Indrawan.
My name is Fiqri Aulia Amri.
My name is Vira Vradilla W.
And my name is Huga Antonia Prawiro.
Okay, so the topics that we picked is technology, the best or the worst thing. With section 1 from Nova.
Section 1. A teacher at Badwin Puerto Rico School said at text event that technology in the classroom can have both positive and negative effects. The positive impact is that students can look reference about the lesson. There are 100 articles of internet, but the downside is that some students abuse technology in the classroom to watch Netflix, TikTok, or something else. In my opinion, technology advance have many positive impact on students in the classroom. One of which can facilitate communication, reduce cost because we don't need to buy the book and can search for many article on the internet. Make it easier for students to find more about what we are learning as told to people in the video, especially if the material is listened on the internet in the form of video or animation. It can make easier for students to understand the material, not only read, but also see and imagine it. Make it easier for our brains to understand what material is given. And many more positive impact, not only for student, the impact technology advance is in classroom also have impact on facilitating teacher for all sides. But we as students also should not abusing technology advance in the classroom. We must not use existing technology in classroom in class to harm ourselves and others. Need awareness for that. Teacher also have the right to reprimand or do other thing to their student who miss technology in the class so that learning in the class run well. And next.
Next up, Huga.
Section 2. The speaker stated that he doesn't know what the best for his student, so he Googled it, and it's also complicated things. Because if you search on the technology in education, there are hundreds of articles that can convince both sides of the good and the bad. My opinion is that I think that there are no real answer about technology being the best or the worst for education. I think that with technology, it holds many knowledge, and with knowledge, it gives power. And there's a saying by William Gandhi, an American novelist: power doesn't corrupt people, people corrupt power. What it means is that the power does not do things. People who have power do things. Wherever power is used productively or corruptively is up to the person. To put it in yet other words, power is a tool, and how it is used depends upon the character of the tool's possessor. The same tool can be used for good or ill depending upon the choice of whoever wields it. The possession of power, then, is not the key factor. The character of the person is decisive. Power is the capacity, and how the capacity is exercised depends on the user. So what I'm trying to say is that the technology is just a capacity, is a source of knowledge for knowledge, and that knowledge is a drive for human to take an action to justify his end of means. To simplify it, technology is not the problem, the human is. That's all for my opinion. And next.
Okay, next up is me. The topic is debatable. Despite the elements, there are three things regarding technology in regards of students. Tech can be dangerous. School face things like cyberbullying that can bring problem outside classroom into classroom. Technology can bring academic dishonesty, such as easier method of cheating, and recent evidence shows that technology can mimic symptoms of addiction. There are three major points that we have to analyze deeper. The first is that technology is the cause of cyberbullying. In an article courtesy of the educationisAround.com, it is stated that technology gives birth to this problem and can become a real to some. It can happen in various ways, from hacking someone's profile and sharing pictures with humiliating message, especially from the last point. It emphasized the cyberbullying that can bring a problem outside classroom into classroom. Some might say that cyberbullying isn't a huge problem, but in reality, it really is a huge problem regarding someone's mental health in general. It can alter one's focus in class. The second point is technology can bring academic dishonesty. We can't deny that it also brings negative things to our everyday life, especially academic. The evolution of technology in a way help us cheat through exam. In an online article from verywellfamily.com, it is stated that some teens may feel the best way to gain a competitive edge is by cheating. This behavior also caused by one's insecurities of their own capability in terms of learning. The last point is the fact that technology can cause addiction. Technology has the needs that everyone demanding, and that is entertainment, which is why in some cases we put too much hours to play games rather than the hours we put into learning. Some articles stated that the evolution of technology creating dependence for all ages. The effects of technology's tools are strong. These technological dependence causing children to spend more time with technology than their parents, also causing people retreating from their social life, the inability to sleep. Based of addictionresource.com, it is stated that in a study, a group of 241 organizational users that were studied, the majority showed a dependence on their mobile and security in general. In turn, reduce their performance and productivity. Next up is Fiqri.
Okay, we know that technology is a minefield and we have to be careful. The second thing we know is that technology can be infinitely valuable. It can advance student learning in a way no teacher or school could ever replicate. It can act like a vast reservoir of information that not only can turn any expert into a layman or any layman into an expert, but can do so with a few short flip of the thumb. Two, we know that technology can be infinitely beneficial. So if you keep up the conversation we have, we know that technology is good and we know technology is bad. In my opinion, it depends on who use it and what their intentions are. If the information is used wrongfully, then it becomes a problem for our society. The same technique will be used over and over again, and people will become too attached to technologies in their everyday life. But if we use the internet wisely, we can get the benefit and it becomes valuable. The third thing is that technology isn't slowing down. In fact, it is speeding up. This is exponential growth, and while some experts doubt this rate is sustainable for much longer, it's true for now. Is it safe to say that technology isn't a fad, doesn't have an expiration date, and isn't going away? If you are a student in 2019 or were born after 2000, you've become a student body card carrying member of Gen Z. Gen Z is also known as digital native, and the term says it all.
Okay, next up, Vira.
Humans born in the current era, more precisely starting from 2000, can be said to be referred to as digital native. Not without reason, Generation Z never spends their day without the internet and gadgets. Technology is not only an additional tool that they have, but also included in the environment they live in, which they always use every day. So if an institution or school prohibits every student from using or bringing technology because it has a negative impact on student learning, it might work at first, but it's definitely only temporary. Because when class is over, the first thing they will look for is their device. And actually, it doesn't change the risk significantly. What we have to see from the start is whether the question of whether technology is more beneficial or harmful to our student is correct or wrong. Because as educator, what we focus on is not just about the impact, but more about how as educator we can prepare our student for the challenge of becoming digital native. The conclusion is, even though at schools teachers already have practical skills for students, to get how digital flow also requires practice, and that is what educators can facilitate so that students can have the opportunity to further develop their digital literacy skills and become independent learning for them. In addition to, overall, Indonesia's 2020 digital literacy index reached 3.49 from a scale of 1 to 5, or an increase from the previous year's achievement of 3.46. The measurement of the 2021 Indonesian's digital literacy index is carried out through a face-to-face survey to 10,000 respondents in 514 districts or cities in Indonesia. That's all for me.
Okay, so that's all from us, Group 6. Thank you so much, Miss, for watching, and thank you for everyone that stays till the end. Have a good day and have a good weekend. See you.